Most Tasmanian tourists stick to the bitumen when touring the Apple Isle, but it's only by heading well off the beaten track that you can discover some of the hidden gems of Tasmania. Our 3-day Isuzu I-Venture trip kicks off at Devonport, heading west along the coastline before ascending into the pristine hills of Tasmania's highlands and finishing up on the west coast at Strahan. There's a quick stop off at the Upper Natone Fly Fishing Park where we get some tips from the fishing experts and enjoy freshly smoked trout before making tracks to the world famous Cradle Mountain and popular Dove Lake photo point. With that box ticked, our next I-Venture is the 30-metre high sand peaks at Henty Dunes, not far from the quiet fishing hamlet of Strahan. Dropping tyre pressures as low as 18 psi, we make our way in along the bushy track, trying hard to prevent pinstripes along the shiny paintwork with the help of some expert guidance. Then it's time to have some fun in the sandpit, playing around in the fluffy sand while trying hard not to get bogged before posing for the obligatory group photo. With our sand driving skills honed, we head to Tasmania's longest stretch of uninterrupted sand at nearby Ocean Beach. Enjoying a run along the hard-packed shoreline, not far from crashing waves to the Macquarie Heads lookout. Back a few kilometres in the other direction, we come to another spectacular junction where the Henty River joins the sea. And if you're lucky enough, you can hook a wild trout right there in the surf. So one of the great joys of four-wheel driving is being able to drive not only on the dunes, but on great beaches like this. Things you have to remember is to keep your momentum up and to make sure your tyre pressures are low enough so you don't get bogged. After enjoying another colourful Strahan Harbour sunset, the convoy's toughest test comes on the final day. So we're here at the start of Climies, one of the toughest and most spectacular four-wheel drive tracks on Tasmania's wild west coast. Let's go and do it. Passing through the picture postcard start point, we crawl along the rocks and ruts in low range for about 1 kilometre before a big bog hole forces a tricky detour, using plenty of recovery gear and teamwork to make it through. Back on track and getting muddier by the minute, we eventually call it quits after around 2 hours and 2 kilometres, soaking up the stunning scenery one last time before backtracking down the twisty slope. Despite more spills and thrills, there's still plenty of smiles at the end, knowing we've had a real taste of Tasmania's wild west coastline that few others get to experience.